Soil dripped in gold, brought to you, battered, beaten, bloody, and sold. America, we sailed across your rippling seas against our will, we sought out survival, while thousands lay desolate, demoralized, dead upon arrival. Finally here, we were forced to work without pay, as our blood, sweat, and tears trickled against our brown skin from sun up to the break of day. America, to pass the crawling time spent on our ragged heels, we let our voices ring out across the cotton fields. America, we sang, oh yes, we sang, about our captivity as well as our spirituality. Songs expressed our inner hope and sorrow for today, yesterday, and even tomorrow. America, your Constitution states that all men are created equal, as we stood chained and lacerated from the whips of the leather. So tell me, which holds more weight, the Constitution or a feather? America, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's what we were taught. America, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for y'all. That's what we thought. And the struggle poured, it poured, it poured, like that Seattle rain. But dig, 1863, man, we finally freed those chains. America, but you didn't stop your hatred, and we fled to the north, where we felt our safest. And in these days, we couldn't receive just an inch. It felt like a bad dream, only we couldn't be pinched, as every waking morning the newspapers read another Negro lynched. America, throughout all the hardships, we always had the music. Music which bled to the depths of our souls from the early spirits of our ancestors singing, it traveled from those waters to the muddy banks of the Mississippi, where men like Sunhouse, Charlie Patton, Muddy Waters, Hal and Wolf were playing all night in juke joints as liquor spilled, smoke rose, sweat poured to the heartbeat of the blues. Robert Johnson, the incomparable Robert Johnson, the comparable bluesman who howled at the dusty moon, broken guitar over his shoulder, voice trembling at the crossroads as he rapped his sputter-like fingers around his guitar, picking with fury, singing, "I'm a steady rolling man, and I roll both night and day." And these blues, which began in the cotton fields in the Delta South, made their way to the concrete jungle, to the rhythm pulsating streets of Harlem, where cool cats like Thelonious Monk, Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Parker were composing the wild and mystical sounds of bop, beep, Miles. Miles Davis, the epitome of hit, dark shades, golden trumpet, his howling in the streets of eternity, sweat dripping, veins screaming, his look brooding and low, his sound, his melody colorful and robin as the most perfect hue, his notes which would bend at his very will, the sound captured and momentarily made still. And the music, well, it's something I just can't explain. It's something that stabs me in my heart, but it feels so good. America, while the suffering, America, while the pain. Here it is 1963, and you're surely still the same. Segregated laws, segregated halls, man, we couldn't catch a break, even segregated stalls. But soon enough, leaders of a new change arose out of the ashes of bigotry and etched their names into the walls of history. Huey P. Newton, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X illuminated the spirit of our youth and aged alike. Dr. King, Martin Luther King Jr., our own worldly king of peace. I have a dream that one day our children will live in a nation where we are not judged by the color of our skin, but rather the content of our character. 2 bullets cut across the Memphis sky. The dream deceased. America, why when a king emerges you dethrone them? Is it because when people don't have a voice, you know you can control them? 1968, the years progressed, tension rose, creating stress. The buildings burned as the country turned to the blank page of restless and ungodly rage. America, you killed our leaders, but you can never kill our spirit. 1975, we came to a period of enlightenment and self-powerment, and once again the music shined through us, emphasizing the way we spoke and acted. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. I said, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Ran through us. It ran through the inner city where poverty whispered around every corner. Gil Scott Heron, Parliament Funkadelic, Curtis Mayfield, Isaac Hayes, Marvin Gaye gave us a sense of belonging with their soul-stirring words and rhythm. The godfather of soul, James Brown, the funkiest man in America who grooved and shuffled across the stage, cake flung across his back singing, "It's a man's world!" But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. And the black woman, mother of earth, nurturer of child, teacher of love, where would our story be without you? 1988, we came to a period of broken spirit where every blast from the crack pipe withered the flowering potential of our culture, but still, the music, it prevailed. 1996, well, the times they are changing, as Bob Dylan's prophecy read. And the inner city, well, the poverty wasn't whispering anymore, rather howling through the street corners, and the music, it reflected the times. Jay-Z, DMX, Wu-Tang, Tupac rapped the images they seen in the everyday existence. Christopher Wallace, the notorious B.I.G., Biggie, rapped from the depths of the belly, providing us with imagery and stories which have yet to be rivaled. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. 2 bullets cut across the Los Angeles sky. Dream deceased. America, for us, it hasn't been a dream, but rather a nightmare. We can forgive, but we cannot forget. It's been nearly 600 years since you brought us here, men and women driven away from our families and peers. 2012, America. Look how far we've come, from kings to shackles, back to kings. And I say it again, from kings to shackles, back to kings. America, your root of existence is planted by our seed, and it is finally beginning to take sprout. For so many years, you were looked at as just an unworthy resident, but now look at us, Barack Obama, first black president. America, I am you. America, we are you. America, we are your story. Black America, the pain and the glory. Thank you, man.